Hey folks, how are we doing? Chris here with MPC Remote Starts. Today I'm going to do an install on this 2019 F-150 pickup truck with our Ford kit. So we're going to rate our installs, 1 being easy, 2 being medium, 3 being advanced. So let's say this is definitely an easy install. These are all the tools I'm going to need today, and that's a pair of wire cutters, some zip ties, and some tape. So what we're going to do now, let's get to this install and show you how it's done. So for the Ford vehicles, we need to double check our cluster to see if the remote start setting is on. Sometimes that feature is not enabled, so we have to find out whether it is or not. To do so, you're going to go to your dash cluster, go all the way down to settings, advanced settings, and vehicle. This vehicle has the remote start feature already enabled, so we don't have to worry about it. Our Fort 3 harness does enable this setting once it's connected, so you can come back here after your install to check for the setting. We're going to go ahead and move on to our remote start connections and install. Okay, now we're going to take this T-harness and make our connections underneath this dash. What we're going to do is locate the OBD2 connector, which is located right here at the bottom left side of the dash, and this connector is going to plug in right behind it. What we'll do is we would disconnect the connector from the back of this OBD2 connector, drop it down, plug it into our T-harness, and then our T-harness will plug into the OEM factory connector. And that's how we're going to start our connections. Once we're going to do that, we'll be able to drop down this portion of the dash and see directly through our dash points and our connections so that we can see where we're going to mount the Evo module and make our connections. So let's go ahead and take our T-harness, male and female end, and we're going to go ahead and plug it into the back of the OBD2 connector. Reach down below the dash, locate the connector point. Once we got the connector point, push in, pull out. Here's our connector. I'm going to plug it into the female connector of the T-harness. There we go. Then we take the male side, and that's going to plug into the back of the OBD2. And there we go. Connection made. Okay, now that we have gone ahead and plugged in our OBD2 connector to the T-harness, we're going to work on dropping this lower portion of the dash so we can route our wiring up through the dashboard here. So to do so, unclip, unclip, and unclip. This dash panel just basically folds down like it's on a hinge. Our connection was made back here, so we're going to take these wires, going to route them right up through this hole right here. This is where we're going to mount the Evo module once our install is complete and set up, because it's a location where we can go ahead and strap it into place. It's out of the way from under the dash, and it's easier to get to in the event we have to go back in and do some troubleshooting for this module. We're going to go ahead and get ready now to make our programming connections for this Evo module and get this vehicle running. Now that we've gone ahead and make these connections or getting ready to program, before we program, I want to do a test start. Make sure that my connections are still good for the vehicle. Go ahead and pop this in the ignition. Start the vehicle. Vehicle starts, which is a good thing. No dash lights, everything's running. That means I got a good connection with my T-harness. Now I'm ready to move on to programming. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go into our programming for the Evo module. So you take your module, you're going to press and hold down this program button right here. Press and hold down. You're going to plug in the black 4-pin connector with the non-locking tab. There we go. Lights are going to flash. We're going to let go on a solid single blue light, like so. Okay. Now you're going to plug in the rest of the connectors. In this case, it's just the white 5-pin connector. Plug it in. Okay, we're going to take the key, insert it into the ignition. Turn the key to the on position. Blue light will come off. We're going to wait for it to flash. And now it's flashing. Turn the key to the off position. Turn the key back on. The yellow light comes on. We want to wait about 5 seconds. So we're going to count 1,000. So 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Turn the key to the off position. Program is complete. Set our module right here. We're going to do a test start. So it's a lock, unlock, lock to start this vehicle. So lock, unlock, lock. We're going to see here that our module activates. Powering up. Vehicle starts and runs. To shut it down, we're going to go ahead and do our lock, unlock, lock again. That'll shut it down. Or we could have pressed the brake pedal. What we're going to do now is go ahead and wrap up this module, tuck it up into this position, and continue the install. All right, so now that we've completed our install and everything's all buttoned up underneath the dash, we're gonna do a test start. This Ford kit does a lock, unlock, lock to start the vehicle. So we'll do lock, unlock, lock. It's gonna activate the remote start. Within about 10 seconds, the vehicle's gonna start. There you go. So to do a takeover, what you do is you press the unlock button, enter your vehicle, okay, once you're in your vehicle, take the ignition key, put it into the ignition, turn the key to the on position, press the brake pedal. That'll disengage the remote start, allow you to go on your way.